If you're working with images that you want to import into Vectorworks, you'll find that it's a little bit more complicated to import raster images such as the floor plan that we see on screen right now. You can technically import them into Vectorworks, but then you'll also have to manually trace over the raster image so you can have a working model of the original file. Now, it would be different if you had a vector image. So today we'll be showing you how to convert raster images like this one into vector images using CAD. Vector images can import into Vectorworks more cleanly, and you can edit them directly without having to trace over any lines. So the first thing you want to do after you've opened up the image here on CAD is to click on Clean Raster Image here, and you'll see a couple of options that you have to clean up the image. The cleaner the source image, the better the vector output is going to be. First thing you want to do is make sure it's black and white. So if this option isn't grayed out, then you should tick that. The reason it's grayed out now is because this image is already black and white, so there's no need to tick this. If some scans also have some speckles and holes strewn about. If you want to get rid of those easily, you can click on Remove Speckles and Holes here as well. If the lines are too thin, you can use Thicken Lines. And if some of the lines are a bit jagged, like these ones are, you can click on Smooth to maybe clean those up a little bit, like so. And you can click on OK as well to execute those edits. The next step is to click on Convert Raster Image here, right next to the Clean Raster Image button here. In this case, I think we want to stick to architectural here, but we do also have some raster text that I want to convert. So instead of sticking to Vectorize, I'm going to click on Vectorize and OCR. That's a new tab that opens up here on top. You're going to want to click on that. And we have a couple of options for the OCR functionality. That just stands for optical character recognition. It's just a way of saying that the program is going to convert these raster text into editable vector text. So if you have any vertical or angular text here, you're going to want to tick those. And you also want to set the character size right by clicking on Select from Image, looking for the maximum, or rather the largest character sizes here, which I think might be the room label. So let's zoom in on one of them. Click and drag across the height of it to set the maximum character size, and the minimum character size just follows suit. So the next step is to click on Run to generate a preview here on the left. It's actually pretty clean. You can see the original raster here in the converted vector. You can even overlay the vector on top of the original raster by clicking on both here. And if you can click on highlight vectors, the vectors get colored so they're more visible on top of the original raster. So honestly, this looks pretty clean to me. Some stuff that we need to fix. Click on highlight vectors to turn it black and white again. Click on OK. It got maybe 90% of the whole image right. And then you can also just do the final edits on Vectorworks after you've imported this file onto the software. But the last step here, and once you're okay with what you see here, is just to click on Export on the upper right. Choose the file type you want to use. You can choose from DXF, DWG, as well as G-code here. And then name it whatever you want to name it. Import into Vectorworks. I'm just going to name it Convert for Import into Vectorworks. And then click on Save. A couple of options here as well. And click on OK here. So with that, we've converted the original raster image like this one into a pretty clean and accurate vector image like this, which you can then import into Vectorworks and edit it directly without having to trace over the original lines like you would have if you didn't use CAD.